What up, MetaZoo Maniacs? So today's July 27, 2024, and I'm really enjoying everyone's videos that they're putting out showing their collection. I know for a lot of people it's Mothman right now, that's where the trend started, but I can't wait to see what's next, and I hope everyone that has been making videos continues to show whatever's in their collection. And it doesn't matter about value, just show the cards that, you know, tell the story how you got the card. Did you win it? Did you get it in some crazy trade, some crazy auction? Or is it a card that you once upon a time thought was unattainable, and now during the dip of MetaZoo you're like, yeah, I just bought it because I never thought I would be able to buy it. For example, that's this card right here. I can't believe I own a Kickstarter full holo Piasa bird. I'd have to look at my old eBay sales video, but I believe this was like insane amount of money. And also on October 2nd, 2021, Piasa bird full holo PSA 10 Kickstarter in auction, 58 bids, $1,555.17. You don't even need a $100 bill to buy that anymore. But that's crazy because 2 years ago, I'll never forget the feeling that I never thought I'd even own a full holo Kickstarter card. Never mind a Piasa bird PSA 10. That's insane. So this one right here is Piasa bird first edition. Now this one I will never sell. I would sell this any day over this one, and now you're probably wondering why. Reason why is because this card came from a Crypto Nation first edition box, so not Kickstarter but first edition. And at the hype of MetaZoo, I bought a box for $900 American. $900 American, and this card came out of it. And I pulled many Piasa birds before that out of like first edition Crypto Nation, but none of them I felt were good enough to send in for grading. And this is the only Piasa bird from first edition I ever sent in to get graded, and it got a PSA 10. So there is no way I'm ever selling this because it was super expensive. So that was out of my $900 first edition box. So that is a very expensive card, even though I would never get the value for it. But the story behind it, I'll never sell it. This I would sell and not even blink an eye, but this has got a good story behind it. So hopefully in people's videos coming up, you have some stories behind the cards and how you got them, why you have it in your collection, what the meaning is behind it, all that good stuff. So let's check out the PSA population report here. So for Kickstarter first edition, or Kickstarter full holo Piasa bird PSA 10, we have, oh yeah, here I'll move the mouse around, this way you guys can see what I'm looking at. So there's 125 graded, and 75 are PSA 10. And then for first edition, where am I here? I'm all confused. There's 306 sent in, and 229 are PSA 10s. So 229 PSA 10s and 75. Okay, next we have Piasa bird from Native. And I know I'm saying Piasa bird wrong. I know it's Piasa bird or whatever, but that's just the way I learned to say it from the beginning of MetaZoo. I'm in Canada, so maybe it'll just be a Canadian thing that I'm saying it wrong. That's my excuse. So, Piasa bird from Native. I've never opened up a Native pack. There's an interesting fact. But I did buy this as a PSA 10. And as we can see over here, oddly enough, like, Native's a super popular set. I mean, I'd say that's one of the best sets in MetaZoo, right? And the booster boxes definitely hold some value. But for some reason, only 36 of these Piasa birds have been sent in the PSA, and 31 of them are PSA 10. How is the population so low on that? I mean, that has to surprise someone watching this video. That's crazy. That's such a low population for, you know, arguably maybe the best pull you can pull, besides some of the fusion auras. But this is probably the best pull out of Native, right? I mean, even above Wendigo. So, yeah, let's get a nice look at the holo. Man, the Native holo was so nice. Crazy. Next we have Piasa bird. This is the very first promo card with a MetaZoo collaboration. So it's a Walmart collaboration. And as you can see, they don't even have the Walmart logo anywhere, you know, like they do on future ones. And it was Piasa bird. This is the very first, I think you would get 3 packs of Crypto Nation or something. I can't remember. It was some 3-pack random promo box, and this is the promo card you'd get in it with this unique Piasa bird artwork. These are the triplets, and the reason why I call them triplets because they're sequentially numbered PSA 10s. So as you can see, there are 55 sent in the PSA, and 41 of them are PSA 10s. So there's more of these sent into PSA than the native Piasa bird. How does that work? I mean, you would think there'd be more of these, right? It's interesting. Next, we have Piasa bird from Hero Quest. I mean, I'm just gonna say it right now. This is my favorite Piasa bird artwork in all of MetaZoo. Look how crazy that is. Like, here, let's get that holo going. I'd say the holo from native is better, but that artwork for Piasa bird is absolutely insane. Like, that's the king right there. Crazy. So for PSA 10s, there's 37 and there's 61 graded for the Hero Quest Piasa bird. And this is a card I would always keep in my collection too, just because I think that is by far the best Piasa bird artwork. Comment below if you agree or disagree. Actually, you know what? Let's skip the chase here. I'll get the Kickstarter out and native. Right, so this is the original Piasa bird artwork in MetaZoo, Hero Quest, and the native artwork. What do you think's best? If I had to put them in order, MetaZoo's number one, or sorry, MetaZoo, Hero Quest is number one, and then I'm gonna go with Cryptonation, and then native. But the native holo is just deadly. I mean, holy moly. That's my favorite holo out of the three, but for the Piasa bird artwork, number one, number two, number three in all of MetaZoo. And now we're on the Topps Chrome. What a surprise, right? I love Topps Chrome. So we have Piasa bird, green border, so the green refractor and gold refractor, both PSA 10. Cool thing about this, and actually really surprises me, is not many of these were sent in for grading it. Isn't Piasa bird like maybe number 3 on the totem pole? It'd be Mothman, right, for most popular, and then Loveland Frogman, and then Piasa bird. When you're collecting Topps Chrome, tell me Piasa bird isn't number 3, right? Like if you're opening up a pack and you saw green refractor, what's the number one thing you want to see? You want to see Mothman. And then if you're not going to get Mothman, you'd be like, okay, I hope it's Loveland Frogman. And if it's not Loveland Frogman, you'd be like, okay, I hope it's Piasa bird, right? I think that's fair to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. But look at the PSA Pop report. For the green refractor, there's only 2 sent in, and this is the only PSA 10. And for the gold refractor, there's 3 sent in, and this is the only PSA 10. So at this point, these are like one of ones, you know what I mean? Like, they're the only PSA 10s for each one of these. Which is crazy. You'd think there'd be a lot more sent in, but there really isn't. And next, we have these 3 beauties. I mean, how crazy is this? Now look at the PSA population report really quick before I yap about these. This is 100% surprising. So for the gold refractor, there's 3 sent in, and this is the only PSA 10. For the X-Fractor, this is the only X-Fractor even sent in, so it got a PSA 10. How is there only one Piasa bird X-Fractor sent into PSA? That is absolutely mind-boggling to me. And then same thing with the refractor, Piasa bird, there's 4 sent in, and this is the only PSA 10. So I'm sure I mentioned this in other videos, but we'll just showcase it here. All these Piasa birds from Topps Chrome you're looking at right now, all these PSA 10s, are the only PSA 10 copies of all these different cards. And well, you know what, let's check out the X-Fractor. We all like X-Fractors. Damn, X-Fractors look good. That is bananas. And then let's get some of the refractor magic on there. Very nice. So I'm sure everyone watching this video is familiar with Power Rangers. And how many Power Rangers were there? There's 5, right? So let's say they all combined. They said it's morphin' time. They all combined together. This would be pretty crazy 5 Power Rangers. I mean, they're all the only PSA 10s. It would take all 5 of these to combine together. Oh, and before I continue, special shout out to Pogo Dad. I'll never forget when he coined this as the Piasa bird VMAX, you know, like Charizard VMAX. I'll never forget when he said Piasa bird VMAX, and I always thought that was really cool, so I just want to give him credit for that. Anyways, so it's morphin' time. We're combining all these cards into one card. What card could these turn into? Here, we're gonna...
Alright! Aw, man, it's awesome!
Piasa Bird PSA 10, Tops, the very first Tops, Series 0, first sighting, serialized number 6 out of 99. There's 17 first sightings sent in for Piasa Bird, but only 3 graded as a PSA 10. And all I could say to any collectors out there listening to this, and I know Meta Dave of Alabama, I think that's how you say it, and the catcher and other people know, if you have a first sighting and it's graded as a PSA 10, that is insane. Because you think Topps Chrome cards are hard to grade? First sighting cards are absolutely near impossible to get as a PSA 10. So we're going to bring Mothman out back for one more cameo appearance. And I'm going to show you the population report for first sightings from Topps Series 0 and how hard it is to get a PSA 10. So bear with me for 1 second in this part of the video. I'm just going to totally nerd out and show how unlikely it is to get a PSA 10. So even if you pull one of these, which is also near impossible because the original Topps Series 0 packs can be weighed. But look at this, Babe the Blue Ox, no PSA 10s out of 19 sent in. Beast the Busco, I guess no one sends in Beast the Busco, but still, 0 PSA 10s. Bigfoot, only 5 out of 25. Chessie, 0 out of 18. Chupacabra, 0 out of 10. Flatwoods Monster, 0 out of 10. Fresno Nightcrawlers, we all know someone out there likes Fresno Nightcrawlers. You might have the only PSA 10, who knows? But look at this, 0 out of 12. Ghost Train, 2 out of 19. Hodag, 2 out of 14. Jersey Devil, 2 out of 13. Lizardman of Skateboard Swamp, 0 out of 13. Loveland Frogman, only 3 out of 18. Metal Man of Alabama, 3 out of 11. Mothman, which you see right here, only 8 out of 32. Piasa Bird, 3 out of 17. Quetzalcoatlus, only 4 out of 14. Look at this one, and this is the crazy one. Sam Sinclair, 0 out of 16. Sinkhole Sam, only 1 out of 14. So if anyone has a Sinkhole Sam, I actually pulled a Sinkhole Sam raw out of a box. I was actually lucky enough to pull a first sighting before, and it graded a PSA 9. And I pulled it like pack fresh, right? Slide Rock Bolter, only 4 out of 16. And we're near the end, so thank you for listening along. Snallygaster, 0 out of 8. Tizaruk, 1 out of 8. Uncle Sam, 1 out of 14. Walking Sam, 2 out of 15. Flatwoods Monster, 0 out of 3. Oh, these are the sample ones. I didn't even know until like this past year that there were sample first sighting cards. So I believe they had them at the Collecticon with the Hello Kitty stuff and all that. They were showing them off. So you get the point. There's 23 different first sightings. And how many were PSA 10? Almost like none of them. It's crazy. So anyone that ever has one of these, man, if you ever pull one of these packed fresh and send it in and it gets a PSA 10, I don't care if it's Snallygaster or something that no one really collects or a Slide Rock Bolter. I mean, having any of these as a PSA 10 is absolutely insane. So comment below, let me know what you think. Did you learn anything new? Did any of the population reports surprise you? And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone else's videos. Hopefully I don't miss any, but it's fun to see everyone's collections and hearing the stories as to why they collect the cards that they have. And actually I said Hero Quest was the best Piasa Bird artwork. Let's see, looks pretty sweet, but overall this is still the king. Crazy. Oh yeah, and that's another thing, comment below. If you don't comment on anything else, just tell me which Piasa Bird artwork is your favorite, right? So I guess we got 4 contenders. There's the Topps Chrome, there's the original Cryptonation, Hero Quest, or Native. Which Piasa Bird do you think is the best artwork in all of MetaZoo? I'll be honest, yeah, no, I put Topps Chrome 4th for Piasa Bird artwork that I prefer the best. I mean, this is my best Piasa Bird card by far, like not even close to anything else. But as far as artwork goes, if you know we ignore value and all that kind of stuff, it'll go Hero Quest, Cryptonation, Native, and then Topps Chrome, or Topps Series 0, which is the same as Topps Chrome. And then maybe 5th place is Piasa Bird VMAX. Anyways, that's enough of that. Comment below, let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next video.